What's up everybody, Remington Begg from Impulse Creative, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to leverage your pillar pages and your skyscraper pages that you use for SEO and turn them into lead generation machines. So first off, what is a pillar page? So a pillar page is a page of content that is a dedicated resource around a certain topic. So in this example, I have a pillar page around video marketing. We've also got one on conversational marketing. But one of the toughest things is instead of marketers gating their content years ago, now marketers are showing all of their content on that page and making it easy to navigate and hoping that people will come through and convert. So there's a lot of things that you can do with inline CTAs and trying to get people to engage. But there's a huge opportunity by using a tool like Drift to be able to figure out where makes the most sense in order to start a conversation. And so today, that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. So let's jump right in. So when you look at a pillar page, here's the example of a pillar page. So this is our video marketing guide. This is over 8,000 words. If you look at the scroll bar off to the right, it's a pretty substantial document. So we've got a lot of cool things going on here. We've got a automatic outline depending on where you are on the page. And this tool works really well. This page is ranking fantastic for video marketing. And so what we want to do is start leveraging that traffic and figuring out how we can improve conversions. So we've already got, this download our guide to video SEO here as a CTA in the middle of the copy, but what we wanted to do was add a little bit more of a call to action. So if you see off to the right, we've got this get optimizing. It's the main category for video SEO. So if we go up here, one of the things you'll notice is that this page, once you get down to this section, doesn't really have too much of a call to action within this view. So from this stage on, we've got that offer for video SEO, and here's an example of what that landing page looks like. What we want to do is turn that into a page that can drive traffic to that landing page, or better yet, even initiate a chatbot. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So when we figure out where we are, one of the cool things about Drift is we can trigger a welcome message, or we can trigger a slider to pop out at a certain point when you're scrolling on the page. This takes a little bit of calibrating to understand where the page is, but if you look at this page's length and you scroll a little bit, you'll see the sidebar is about 60% of the way scrolled down at this point. And so we're going to go ahead and start with that. So when you jump into Drift, you're going to, of course, want to create a new chat playbook, and then that is going to bring you to a custom welcome message that you can select. And so what I've done is I've pre-filled the welcome message for the sake of time, but I'm going to show you how to set up the targeting on this welcome message and also give you a couple other tips too. So when we get into the welcome message, of course, you're going to have your message. You would likely want to set this up as a link to a URL. After you create all of these things, you could send people to a landing page that would happen traditionally, but they're not all the way through actually reading this article. They're only about 60% of the way. So what I've done here is I've kind of leveled it up where the CTA link will actually take you to that same section of the page, but it's going to initiate a Drift bot that will ask all the questions necessary from the landing page, and then we can set up the Drift marketing emails to follow up and provide the offer. That's all done in another tutorial, which I'll link right here. So once we have this all set up, we want to go into targeting. So we click over on the targeting. You're going to see it says none right now. And so when it says none, it doesn't give you any display conditions. What we want to do is set to all visitors, and then you'll see that display always shows up. When you click display always, you'll see that you want to display with targeting. So we want to do two things here. One is we want to update the URL so that it only shows on this particular page, because we care about context so much more in conversational marketing. So when we go into the display conditions, I just copy and pasted the URL that this page is going to be on. What you want to do is just delete the root domain, and then you'll have this video marketing guide. So we switch over here, we'll say the URL path because we're talking about the actual page here. And rather than saying is, we're going to say includes. If this has any additional information in the URL for tracking purposes or anything else, that could change it. All right. So we've got URL path includes video marketing guide. So that's step one. So what we're going to do is we don't just want it to show on this page, we want to show on the page after they've scrolled a certain amount. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a condition in this and, which will mean that they have to match both options. So we click add condition and we go to website behavior, and instead of seconds on page, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll on down and you can see scroll percentage. So you hit scroll percentage and you can do greater than or less than, but greater than, and we're estimating around 60% down the page based on that scroll bar. So when you're done there, go ahead and press close, and you'll see that now we have the URL path includes a video marketing guide and a scroll percentage is greater than 60%. So now that we've got our welcome message built out, you can set up your goal overall to know whether this goal happened, and then you can go ahead and enable the playbook. And it's as simple as pressing the on button. So once we've pressed the on button, let's go ahead and test this baby out. Drop in that link into Safari, and we're going to go ahead and see what we're dealing with here. So you can see we've got our video marketing marketer's guide. We're on our pillar page, and as we scroll down here, we should get to that SEO section about 60% of the way. So you can figure out ways to make your messaging more contextually accurate by not only figuring out what pages you want the DriftBot to pop up or you want a welcome message to pop up, but now you can focus on where on that page you want those messages to begin. So now this takes your content marketing to an entirely different level, where now as you're letting people get through your content, you're actually creating and providing calls to action and tips that pop up that are perfectly timed with their reading that they're doing. So if you have any other questions or any other ideas, let us know. But we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. And of course, we also have a variety of tutorial videos on Drift that you can choose as well. But until then, have a fantastic day.